My name is Aurora, and for 22 years, I believed love was earned through suffering. I gave my family everything, my dreams, my sanity, my light. I gave them victory so their fall would be greater. This is not a story of a victim. This is the patient, calculate. My world was a beautiful, suffocating cage. Dinner was our nightly performance. State finals, Aurora. Not just regionals, my father, Richard, said, cutting his steak. That's the only result that matters. We're only pushing you because we see your potential, my mother, Eleanor, added, her smile thin. Don't you want to make us proud? I do, I whispered, pushing my peas around. My brother, Mason, smirked. She'll choke. She always does under real pressure. Mason, Mom chided, but she was
A time of such
pouring him more
uncertainty,
iced
but
tea.
also a chance to
Don't
rebuild.
tease your sister.
Every step felt like a
She's
battle, yet I
sensitive.
knew I had to keep
Later,
going. For
I hid in my room.
It's a way the journey filled
canvas
with
hidden under my
challenges, but
bed.
also moments
Chloe's
of
face
incredible
glowed on my
strength
phone
and
screen
hope.
during our video call. You sound hollow, she said, her voice soft. Was it the dinner theater again? The usual. I'm just the emotional sponge. The invisible fixer. You're an artist, Aurora. A real one. You need to get out of that house. A memory flashed, sharp and bright. I was 14, holding a state science fair trophy. My father's hand clamped my shoulder. A decent showing, he said to the judge. Then his grip tightened, his voice dropping just for me. Don't let it go to your head. Pride is a sin. Beside him, Mason mimed a yawn. The present snapped back. Mom's heels clicked down the hall. She entered without knocking. What's this? She nudged my math textbook with a manicured finger.
Every
You should
day
be
feels like a
studying,
battle,
not
but there's a small
daydreaming.
light of hope that
And
keeps
for
me
God's
going.
sake,
It's been
sit
so
up straight.
hard, but I'm trying to
Posture is a
find a way
reflection
through.
of
I hope
character.
there's
Yes,
light at
Mom.
the end of this.
She sighed, a sound of profound disappointment. That art nonsense again. I told you, Aurora, painting is a frivolous hobby for the unstable. We are not unstable people. We present a united front. I know. Good. Your father has arranged an internship with Mr. Greer's firm for you this summer. Do not embarrass him. She left. The door clicked shut. A perfect, silent seal. That night, thirst drove me downstairs. The house was dark, save for a slash of light under my father's study door. Laughter seeped out.
Emma, no
rich,
matter what happens, we'll
conspiratorial.
always have
I
each other.
froze. They never
We'll
laughed
face it
like
together,
that.
okay?
My mother's voice, smooth as poison. The paperwork is straightforward. Dr. Evans will be ready when we give the signal. Patience, Eleanor, my father replied. I could hear the smirk. The trust fund from Grandma matures when she turns 25. We just need to guide the narrative a little longer. Mason's chuckle made my skin crawl. So, when do we get to cash in on the crazy sister? It's not cashing in, Dad said, and I could picture him swirling a
The night
glass
I'll
of
never
scotch.
forget. The fear was
It's
overwhelming,
guardianship.
but amidst the
Once
darkness,
she's emotionally
I found a
unstable
flicker of
enough
hope that
after
kept me
college,
going.
the anxiety, the isolation we've documented, the courts will grant us control.
It
For
all
her
started
own
with a
good,
single moment of
course.
doubt, but through
The
every
funds
tear
will
and
be
every
managed
challenge, I found a flicker
responsibly.
of hope that
The
kept me
floor
going.
vanished. I gripped the wall, my breath trapped in my throat. My mother's final words pierced the wood and my heart. We've invested 22 years in her. It's time for the return. I floated back to my room. The numbness was total. My love, my obedience, every sacrificed dream, it was all just a line item in their ledger. The tears didn't come. Instead, a cold, hard spark ignited in my chest. It was foreign. It was quiet. It was rage. I cried only in the shower. The water was loud. It was the one place my silence wasn't mandatory. I'd huddle under the spray, shaking, until the hot water ran out and my skin was numb. Perfect. My phone buzzed constantly. Chloe's name flashed. Aurora, please call me back. Are you okay? I'm worried. Just tell me you're alive. I typed, then deleted a dozen replies. Her kindness was a warm light. If I stepped into it, my frozen resolve would melt. I finally sent, swamped with finals. Talk soon. It was the first lie that felt like armor. At dinner, I was porcelain. You're quiet, Mom observed, her eyes scanning me for cracks. Just tired, I murmured, staring at my plate. She got a B- on her econ midterm, Mason announced, a triumphant sneer in his voice. Saw the report online. Dad's knife screeched against his plate. Is that true? Yes. I didn't look up. It was harder than I thought. Unacceptable, he spat. After everything we've provided, do you want to end up with nothing? I already have nothing, I thought. But I said, no, sir. I'll do better. I was doing better. Just not at school. In Dad's home office, while he golfed, I used his scanner. The soft green light copied bank statements, loan documents with my name forged. My phone, perpetually on voice memo, lived in my sweater pocket. She's clearly buckling, Mom said to him one night in the kitchen, unaware of the phone on the counter beside me. The anxiety is becoming palpable. Dr. Evans will see it immediately. Good. Let it worsen. In my room, I labeled the audio file, evidence_04. I found Aunt Linda on social media. Her profile was warm, photos of gardens, rescued dogs. The polar opposite of my mother. My first email was cautious. Aunt Linda, you don't know me. I'm Eleanor's daughter.
A time of such uncertainty, but also a chance to rebuild. Every step felt like a battle, yet I knew I had to keep going.
I've been
It's
waiting
a
for this
journey
email
filled
for
with
20
challenges,
years.
but also
She
moments
became
of
my
incredible
lifeline.
strength and
My
hope.
post office box key felt heavier than any house key. Then, I ruined the Crawfords' dinner party. I accidentally spilled a full glass of red wine on Mrs. Crawford's white linen couch. The silence was volcanic. You clumsy girl. Mom hissed in the car, her composure shattered. After all we've done to build our standing, I'm sorry, I whispered, hollow. I'm just so tired. They exchanged a look. Not of concern, of satisfaction. The narrative was writing itself. The turning point was Mason. He found my hiding spot, the flat file of canvases and paints behind my winter coats. I walked in as he was snapping brushes in half. Look at this sad little hobby, he laughed, gouging a tube of phthalo blue. My old self
Every day
screamed
feels
inside,
like a battle, but there's a
my
small
new
light of hope
self
that
was
keeps
quiet.
me going. It's
I
been so
watched.
hard, but
I calculated.
I'm trying to find a way
He
through.
finally turned,
I hope
expecting
there's light
tears,
at the end of this.
expecting a breakdown. What? Nothing to say. I met his eyes, my face a placid lake. It's okay, I said, my voice unnervingly calm. I don't need them anymore. The smirk died on his face. Confusion, then a flicker of something like fear, darkened his eyes. He dropped the ruined canvas. You're weird. He left quickly. I knelt, gathering the broken pieces. Not in grief, in ritual. The cold spark in my chest was now a steady, guiding flame. They thought I was breaking down. I was breaking open.
Emma, no matter
And
what
inside,
happens, we'll
where they
always have
couldn't
each
see,
other.
I was building
We'll
something
face it
unbreakable.
together, okay?
The plan was complete. I would play the perfect pawn, right up to the moment I declared checkmate. The cap and gown itched. My parents' smiles in the crowd were trophies they'd mounted themselves. Finance. Dad boomed to his colleague, clapping my shoulder. Now the real work begins. Mom hugged me, her perfume suffocating. Our girl. Finally ready for the world. You have no idea, I thought, my own smile a perfect, fragile mask.
The night I'll never
I moved
forget.
back
The fear
home.
was overwhelming,
The
but
entry-level
amidst the
market
darkness,
is impossible,
I found a
sighed,
flicker of hope that
pushing
kept
my
me
food
going.
around. All those rejections. See, Mason said, shoveling
It all
castor
started
in.
with a single moment of
Told you
doubt,
she
but through
wasn't
every tear
cutthroat
and every
enough.
challenge,
We'll
I
help,
found a flicker
Mom
of hope
said,
that kept me
her
going.
eyes gleaming. It's too stressful for you. Give me your bank logins. I'll manage your budget until you're on your feet. My hands shook as I wrote them down. A beautiful performance of shame. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Dad set up interviews. At Greer and Associates, I let my voice become a timid whisper. I freeze under pressure, I told Mr. Greer, staring at my lap. My family says it's a chronic condition. The rejection email was seasick to my father. His fury was my fuel. My secret life thrived. A locked cloud drive, fat with files, recording _12 final plan.wav. A scanned copy of the guardianship petition draft from Dad's printer. Aunt Linda's emails were my anchor. Stay the course. Meet Elena. The lawyer's office was calm, all soft grays. Elena had kind eyes that missed nothing. I slid a USB drive across the desk. "It's all there," I said, my voice steady for the first time in months. She plugged it in. Clicked. My father's voice filled the room. "File the petition on the 19th drive. Evans is prepped." Elena looked at me. "We'll be ready on the 18th. The final act arrived. I pretended to take the sleeping pills Mom so kindly offered for my nightly anxiety. I lay still until the house fell silent. Then, phone in hand, I padded to their bedroom door. It was slightly ajar. "After tomorrow, it's done," Mom was saying. "We'll have control. The money, the narrative, everything." It was a long game, Dad mused. But the return on investment is exceptional. I saved the recording. Final_piece.wav. The charity gala was their perfect stage. "We're so proud of our resilient children," Mom would be telling the room. As their car pulled away, headlights swept my window. Mine. Aunt Linda's sedan and Chloe's old Jeep arrived silently. Chloe's hug cracked my shell for a second. "I knew it," she whispered, fierce. "I knew you weren't just fading away. We were ghosts." We took my journals, my hard drives, my art. The clothes and furniture they bought stayed behind. In the pristine kitchen, I placed the framed family photo from the mantel. On the back, in Sharpie, I wrote, "Act 1, concluded." Aunt Linda squeezed my hand. "Ready?" In her quiet guest room, my new easel stood by the window. I opened my laptop.
The time of such uncertainty, but also a chance to rebuild.
Mom,
Every step
Dad,
felt like a battle, yet I
Mason,
knew I had
every
to keep
aunt,
going.
Uncle, cousin,
It's a way the
family
journey
friend.
filled with challenges,
I
but
attached
also
2
moments
audio
of
files,
incredible strength and hope.
evidence_01_sciencefair.wav The subject line glowed, Aurora's Truth, Part 1. I took a breath, the deepest I'd taken in 22 years, and hit send. My phone, now a new, secret number. The silence after the storm was filled with their noise. It came in waves, filtered through my new, untraceable life. First, anger. Voicemails from my father, his voice a guttural snarl.
Next.
"You manipulative little bitch. After all we sacrificed. You've ruined this family." Then, pleading from my mother, theatrical and wet. "Aurora, darling, please. We can explain. It was a misunderstanding. Call me. We need to fix this." The worst were Mason's.
Every day
Rambling,
feels like a battle,
violent.
but there's a small light of
"You're
hope
dead
that
to
keeps
me.
me going.
Do you
It's
hear
been
me?
so hard,
I'll
but
find you.
I'm trying to find
You'll
a way
regret
through. I
this.
hope
I saved
there's
everyone.
light at the end of this.
Evidence_addendum. Aunt Linda forwarded the family chain emails. My cousin, Sarah. I always wondered why Aurora seemed so haunted at reunions. My uncle, Richard. What in God's name have you done? Their perfect narrative was crumbling in public view. A week later, I released Part 2. The financial forgeries, scanned journal pages detailing my decline in their own words, and a video. I sat in Aunt Linda's guest room, looked into the camera, and spoke. "My name is Aurora. For 22 years, I was told my reality was a lie.
Emma, no matter
Here are
what
the
happens,
documents.
we'll always have
Here
each
are their
other.
words. I
We'll
am
face
not
it
here to
together,
accuse.
okay?
I am here to bear witness. I didn't cry. I didn't raise my voice. I just stated facts. The quiet truth was louder than any scream. The karma was natural and brutal. Elena called, her tone professional and pleased. Your father's senior partner, Mr. Greer, has withdrawn from their joint ventures. The guardianship petition has been formally withdrawn. Your trust fund is now solely in your name, effective immediately. Chloe scrolled
The night I'll
through
never
social
forget.
media,
The fear was
her eyes
overwhelming,
wide.
but amidst the
Your
darkness,
mom's book club.
I found a flicker of
Everyone's
hope
left
that
the
kept me
group.
going.
The Crawfords unfriended her. It's a digital ghost town. Mason's
It
girlfriend
all started with a
posted
single moment of doubt, but through
telling
every
status,
tear and every
finally
challenge,
learned what
I found a
toxic
flicker of
family
hope that
really
kept me
means.
going.
Choosing peace. We heard through the grapevine he'd screamed at a junior analyst at work, called her a useless Aurora. He was placed on administrative leave. The final confrontation was in Elena's sterile conference room. I sat, perfectly still, as they were ushered in. They looked smaller. My father's suit was wrinkled. My mother's makeup couldn't hide the tremble in her chin. Mason glared at the floor. Elena spoke for me. Any further contact, direct or through third parties, will result in a restraining order and the immediate release of all recordings to a wider public. Your son's voicemails constitute criminal threats. We have them. My mother reached a shaking hand across the table. Aurora, please. I didn't flinch. I just looked at her. The hatred I'd nursed like a cold star finally evaporated, leaving only a vast, empty pity. They weren't monsters. They were just small. No, I said. It was the only word I gave them. Now, sunlight streams into my own apartment. The walls are dotted with my own paintings, bursts of color where there was once only white. Chloe is curled on my couch, reading. Aunt Linda sets down a tray of sandwiches. Eat something, you too. I'm finishing the Phoenix. The gold I'd mixed the night I left is its brilliant, rising heart. My phone buzzes on the table. A notification from my bank. A quiet, digital confirmation of freedom. I ignore it. Chloe looks over. You're smiling. I am. The revenge was never about hurting them. It was about dismantling my own prison, brick by psychological brick, and walking out with my soul intact. I didn't just escape the gilded cage. I melted it down and used the pieces to build a door. My name is Aurora. I have my own peace. I have my own life. And it is only just beginning.